All right, who's here on Jeremiah Miller?
Your Honor, that's me.
Come forward. All right, have you received an offer?
Judge, we have been negotiating on the offer, but as in discussions with our prosecutor, there are 3 more meetings they need to have before they know if they have any other Brady information. And Judge, I would
3 more
request,
meetings where? With whom?
I'll let them state.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense has brought to our attention a couple more witnesses that they would like us to meet with that were involved in the case. Throughout our discussions, it's my understanding that there may be potentially Brady information that arises from those meetings.
All right, this is going to be the last reset I give you all for discovery. After this, there will be no further resets in this date that I'm going to give you. Y'all need to be prepared to tender an offer. Ms. Ferguson, put this case for,
Judge, may I request December 2nd? I'm pretty packed until then, but I could come on December 2nd.
all right, put it for December 2nd. There will be no further resets for discovery and an offer is due.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, AG and counsel, when is his evaluation due?
Judge, I don't know. They just ordered it on Thursday.
Okay. Hello, Mr. AG.
No, no,
How are you doing?
I'm blessed I woke up.
Oh, that is awesome. And am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Age, like how old are you?
H, okay. All right, Mr. H, what I'm going to do, your attorney is telling me that they are going to do an evaluation. So counsel, what I'll do is I'll set this for December 2nd. But if it's done sooner than that, he'll have you brought back sooner, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any questions about anything, sir?
I'm trying to get a bond reduction.
All right, I tell you what, once your attorney files that, then I will hear it and counsel, you can put that on the docket at any time.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be
You're welcome.
excused?
Yes. All right, Anthony Villarreal. All right, so where are we on this case?
Yes, Judge. So this was just to kind of give a little bit of background. This was in warrant status for almost 3 years, a long time.
Mhm.
We came back last time, we reset it today. State has tendered an offer, which I relayed to Mr. Vial. We did a discovery acknowledgement.
Okay.
Also, there was an investigator point on this before I even took over.
Okay.
As a second lawyer on it. So we're kind of back up to speed. We have an offer in hand. Judge, I would anticipate we would just need a trial setting. And obviously, if we're able to get it worked out before, then we'll go there, but I don't want to waste the court's time.
Oh, it is not a waste of the court's time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this back for a plea deadline date. How old are you, sir? All right. So if we call this back on November 7th, is that a good time for you, counsel?
Let's do the 18th. I feel a little bit
All right.
better about
Norm, if you'll put this down for November 18th for a plea deadline date, please. All right. Thank you.
it. Thank you, Your Honor.
You too. All right. All right, court is calling 2021 CR 8755, State of Texas versus Phillip Harris. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Joseph Appelt for the defense.
And are you Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Harris speaking.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, sir.
Okay, so we're making a correction on the plea paperwork. We're changing the state's recommending deferred adjudication. We're not recommending community
That is-
supervision.
That is correct, Your Honor. It is a correction to deferred as opposed to community supervision. Straight probation is a deferred adjudication rec by the state.
All right. So, Mr. Harris, have you
Yes,
reviewed
ma'am.
all the paperwork with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Defendants Consent to Appear by Video Conference and Enter a Plea by Video Conference with your attorney? Did you
Yes, Your
understand
Honor.
and electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of injury to a child, bodily injury reckless?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There'll be 50 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Elias Wood and Caitlin Woods, anger management, TAP evaluation, and follow all recommendations. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
With your permission, yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may. With respect to this incident, the complaining witness and the child involved are no longer in contact. Mr. Harris is no longer in contact with them. The child is not related to him at all. He has no ties to this person whatsoever. Mr. Harris currently resides in Fulton County, Georgia, which is around Atlanta. He has no intentions of returning to Texas or anywhere near where Ms. Woods would be. So with respect to that, I think that the possibility of any future incidents occurring is slim to none. Mr. Harris also is self-employed. He does some DoorDash as well as the Uber Eats, but he's also raises dogs where he is in Atlanta. And with respect to that, we would respectfully request you to follow the plea bargain agreement and also permit transfer to Fulton County, Georgia.
All right, what dogs are you raising?
French Bulldog.
Okay. Why are you throwing a rock through somebody's window, like from the Andy Griffith show?
For the record show, I never threw a rock through the window. I wasn't there for that.
Oh, well then sounds like you need a jury trial because they're saying that she accused you of cheating. She was going to leave with her 2 children in a vehicle, but you took off in the vehicle. And when you took off in the vehicle, she put the deadbolt on the apartment door. You knocked and you kicked on the door. She wouldn't let you in. The 1-year-old, who you're not the biological father of, was walking towards the window. And I'm assuming this is reckless because maybe you didn't know the 1-year-old was near the window. You threw a rock, the glass breaks, and the child ends up with glass underneath their eye and bleeding underneath their eye. So if you would like a jury trial, then you can have a jury trial. We'll have you come back from Fulton County, Georgia to have your jury trial. But the stipulations that you agreed to is that yes, a rock was thrown through the window. What it says.
Yes, I didn't throw a rock through a window, but the charges, the circumstances, I was taking the plea deal because
So
I
you're
didn't
saying you
want to
didn't
go.
break a window.
No, I wasn't. It
So
was
how
an
did the child
argument
get
and
cut
I
underneath
left.
the eye?
I never was there for that. I don't know. But that's not the first time that we had to replace the window because she threw something through the window months prior to that. So I don't know if she did that when I was not there, but I never threw a rock through the window. I wanted to make that clear to the court that I did not do that.
All right, so you've made it clear to the court, then it sounds to me like you should go forward with the jury trial. Because you're saying it didn't happen.
Do that.
So what are we pleading to?
No contest.
Yeah, but the police report is saying that you threw a rock through a window. And that's how the child ended up with a laceration under his left eye near the outside corner and high on the left cheekbone. They say they photographed the scenes. So there's no doubt that this child had a laceration. He's one. He had a laceration under his eye. Somebody caused the laceration under his eye, be it recklessly or intentionally. You're saying it wasn't you, so it sounds like you need a jury trial.
I don't.
You want to
I just
discuss it
wanted
with your
this-
attorney?
No, I had discussed it with him, but I just this
Here's
whole
the thing.
process.
I am not accepting a plea bargain agreement. I understand what people saying they're not fighting the charges against them, but you're saying you didn't do it. You're saying you didn't break a window. This entire case is about a window being broken, a rock being thrown through a window, and the window breaks, and a 1-year-old ends up with the laceration beneath his eye. You're saying you didn't throw a rock, you didn't break a window. That is completely different from I'm not fighting the charges against me. So sounds like people want a jury trial. Is that what this is, Mr. Pelt?
Mr. Harris has indicated that he doesn't want to have a jury trial, but he is also saying that he didn't do it. So he wanted to do the plea and accept the 2 years deferred. And I understand the contradiction that we have here, Judge.
Yes. So it sounds like you all need a jury trial. Because this is not your normal no contest plea. He is saying 100% he didn't do it.
I understand, Judge.
So we'll schedule for a jury trial.
We can do that, Judge.
All right, what dates?
If I can get with Mr. Harris to find out what his calendar is like with respect to the any obligations he may have and what the court's current schedule is for trials.
Oh, I'll give you a schedule. Norma, can you set this in December, please? State, how long do you expect this trial to last?
2 days.
All right, it's 2 days. All right, we'll come back on December 2nd for jury trial.
Judge, I have a mediation that day.
All right, we'll put you on the, we'll still set it for December 2nd and we'll take you up on the 3rd.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused? Oh, Judge, I also have another client on the docket and that other client did not show.
All right, just give me a moment.
Sure.
Who is your other client?
Last name is Mesquias, Mesquias. First name Victoria.
All right, could I see that file, please?
Let's do it.
It's cause number 2023 CR 7097.
And Mr. Harris, I'll put you in a breakout room.
All right.
And Mr. Pelt, before you leave, if you wish to speak to him, you can, of course.
I will.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 7097, State of Texas versus Victoria Mesquias. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Adams.
Defense?
Joseph Appelt for the defense.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. The defendant did not make an appearance. The court went into recess. And then all cases were asked to return at 1:30. It is now 2:18 p.m. and the defendant has not made an appearance. Deputy, did you make an announcement?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, have you had any contact with your client?
I have not, Your Honor. The number that I have, I was unable to leave a phone message for.
All right. And what I can tell you is that an affidavit to surrender surety for your client was filed today.
Okay. I'm not
court-
surprised.
All right. State, are you asking for a bond forfeiture?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what the court will do is the court will sign the affidavit to surrender surety once I receive it. And then I will remand her without bond. All right, and if your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'll keep trying to find out whatever numbers I can find for this person too.
All right, thank you. Do you have the affidavit to surrender surety? It shows that it's in the system and states you may be excused.
Thank you, Your
And
Honor.
Judge, may I be excused to go to the breakout room to confer with Mr. Harris, and from there be excused from the court?
Yes,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome. Marco Calendris. All right, yes. Hello. So where are we with everything?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are
Afternoon.
you? Absolutely, yes, sir. So right now, Your Honor, we kind of ran into a couple different things, but I think we've overcome it to kind of find some.
I love when people overcome.
Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, the VA paperwork is going to take a little longer, so we
Okay.
bypassed it. It is due to his discharge of
Okay.
general and honorable with serious misconduct, which he was very forthcoming with me.
Mhm.
It's going to take a little longer on that side because ultimately we will need him in person at eligibility
Okay.
to get that done. I did confirm his military time in the DoD record, so we are good. What we are going to do is right now I'm waiting on a letter of interest. I
Okay.
did ask for him to expand a little bit more just because we were bypassing the DD 214.
Okay.
That way he can kind of explain the time in the military so I can present that to the state so we can create the military nexus. Once I have that letter, I will come back to the court and try to figure out a way for us to assess him with our VJO,
Okay.
whether it be the phone or if we can time it one day to when they're here, they can actually physically see him.
Okay. How much time are you asking for?
That's where I can come back to him and ask for how long is it going to take to finish the letter.
My letter is completely written. I just need to rewrite it. It's in the first stage.
Okay, so how many stages do you think it's going to take?
Literally one day.
Okay. Trying to figure out a calendar, Your Honor. This Thursday is 31st.
Want to bring him back on the 31st?
We'll bring him back on the 31st, Your Honor, and I'll work with the VA.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, we're gonna
Yes, yes, checking right.
All right. So here's the thing. If you need help with your letter, I'm sure your attorney will help you with that. And we can have you brought over on the 31st and you all can sit and complete the letter. All right. Is there anything else?
I'm good on my end, Your Honor. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you
All
for
right.
expediting stuff on Fridays.
Hey, I do what I can.
Yes,
You're
I-
welcome.
very helpful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
May I be excused?
Yes.
Until the 31st.
Until the 31st. Or do you want to stay here some more and talk about UT? You and Marco and Jason.
You know, I just try to remain hopefully optimistic rather than trying to not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Have a good one. All right. Who's here on Richard Casanova? Yes.
Is it okay? Can we put that on the record?
Oh, sure. If he goes to jury trial, is he coming to the court for punishment? If he were found guilty, or is he going to the jury? All right. What would you like to put on the record, counsel?
Yes, Mr. Casanova.
Judge, are we on the record now? I didn't even call the case.
Oh, okay. I'll call the case number. It's just something for them to put on the record.
2-3 days.
All right. Norma, if you can put this sometime in
Actually, 3 days if we're gonna go to the jury.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
3 days.
Yeah, probably these 3.
All right, let me see. Norma, can you put this on the docket for jury trial November 4th? All right, we'll see you back on November 4th for jury trial.
Next week, girl.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, they'll bring you dressed in whatever attire you have. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to get with your attorney. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Okay, all right, thank you. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it one day. You're welcome.
May I approach?
Yes.
Yeah, setting hour. I just forgot this morning, I just gotten a setting for the November 4th, the 2-3 hour setting
Mhm.
across the street, because it was a continuance from the day.
Mhm.
Is there any way to bump this setting to the next week, the 12th? That was Monday.
Well, no, I put you on, I put you for November 4th. We'll see where you are.
Okay.
And then,
Well, if it's-
you know, we may end up doing jury selection on the 6th.
Okay, because I might get be stuck over there.
Okay.
most of the morning. I just-
All right, no problem. I'll put a notation.
Let you know that. I just,
Yes.
I'm not trying to avoid it. I'm
Oh,
just-
no, I know you're
I
not.
Especially sent us over there for that day because I couldn't make it this day.
Okay, all right, no problem. All right, Norma, can you see where Johnny Lopez's client, Ray Lopez, is Johnny Ruiz. Oh, we're waiting for your,
Mr. Lopez.
yeah, just give me a second. State, where's the discovery on his case? Because there was a hard drive that was turned in.
Yes, Judge. I had it here. This thumb drive.
Yes. So it's been downloaded?
It has by my paralegal.
Okay,
I'm reviewing the video
okay.
and I don't think it's what Mr. Lopez had requested.
All right. So where is it? What he's requested?
It's on Veripic and I'm gonna have to do it myself and put it on the
Okay.
thumb drive.
All right. Okay, thank you. And you'll have that today, correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So Mr. Ruiz, come forward. All right. So they're telling me that they're going to have the discovery for your attorney. So he's going to come back over to pick up that discovery. And State, did you tend an offer in this case or no?
I haven't, Judge. I don't know if the previous prosecutor has,
All right.
but I haven't today.
All right. So we're going to come back on November 18th. The state will tender an offer to you at that time. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.